Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Tech Talk with Mad Scientist Mike. Well, we've gone through the process of tearing this car down. It came to us from the Pacific Northwest. Really neat car. It's an Evo 10, 2008. The motor, I think, was a virgin motor, aside from the GSE cams that were put in it however long ago. This car has been really great for this customer. The tuner has been spot on for this guy. And that's, the car came in, it ran great. Upon teardown, we found a few things though that won't be going back in like that. For instance, the MyVet gear, the all too infamous exhaust cam MyVet gear problem. I guess it was having some targeting issues. The tuner had turned all the MyVet completely off on the exhaust side. Well, upon teardown, look at what we found. We found a very large chunk of the MyVet gear itself in the oil pan, along with all the little vanes that move the oil pressure around the gear, little springs that hold them in place to keep tension on them. Everything was for the gear is intact. Now, I was pretty surprised at the way this car ran. It ran great. Never, ever, ever even suspected any kind of issue with it. This is a 96,000 mile motor. I think it's a one owner car, maybe a two owner car. I don't have all those exact details. But the current owner, really good guy. We've talked for a very long time and planned this out right down to the last nut and bolt up until today. Of course, we got more things to add to it. But this car has lived at almost 400 horse for the majority of its life. It's been put through autocross. It's been put through, of course, everybody, we love to put them on the street, do a couple, 2, 3, 4 gear pulls on the street, because hey, we're car guys. We love to do that stuff. But, so it's all tore down. I'm going to finish cleaning it, prep it, get it sent out to Buescher Racing. They are going to pick up and sleeve the block. Got some Darton sleeves, got some Wiseco pistons, Manley rods, the most common combination. But we're striving for some longevity with this car. We've got a lot of other goodies stacked up on the bench for it. Very large to-do list, but we'll put the time in it that we need to make this job a success. So, all right, I'm gonna grab the camera. I'm gonna bring it up a little close up, show you a little more details about this. So let's go see what we got. Like I said, 96,000 miles. I'm very surprised to see how well maintained this car was. Oil changes religiously every 3,000 miles. Coolant flush every 15,000. Transmission, transfer case, rear diff. This guy has got the spot-on mentality of maintaining the car, and he's had it for many years, and he's going to enjoy it for many more years to come. So, all right, let me grab the camera. I'll bring you up close and let you see what's going on. Okay, the all too infamous MyVet gear explosion. Look at that. That was a good one. Yep, and all the pieces are there and accounted for. There's one up in the oil pump. Of course, we're replacing the oil pump, timing chain, tensioner, oil pump drive chain, which we had another car come in that had a major failure. The oil pump drive chain disintegrated and ended up in the oil pan. Well, and we're going in for another full build on that. The cylinder head looks absolutely immaculate. Let's see. Let's flip this around so you can see the combustion chambers. Yeah. Of course, it's all pump gas. This car has never seen E85, so of course it's going to be a little darker. But everything is so uniform. It's amazing to see how well the tune was set up in this car. That everything was evenly proportioned. You got a nice, clean, uniform burn across all 4 of the cylinders. I love it. Now, bottom end, pistons, OEM, a timing chain. Now, that was another thing that I found interesting. the timing chain was the old timing chain setup. It was taken into the dealership for service at one time, and they checked. I guess they had their gauge or whatnot to measure the chain stretch to see if it warranted being replaced on the recall. Well, I guess it hadn't stretched just enough yet, so it wasn't replaced. So yeah, this car had the original old school chrome to stretch timing chain in it. So again, I can't stress this enough for the maintenance, the religious maintenance. You take the time, you get to know your car. You know if something's not right, and then you can go in and you can address it before it becomes a major problem. Which then you end up with timing chains and oil point drive chains and oil pans, or you end up with holes in the block or something like that. But hey, we're car guys. It's what we do. We live for this stuff. So, all right, I'm gonna wrap this up. It's been great. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button. Give us a follow. We're doing our best to upload more content. I say we, but it's me here. 95% of the time by myself. Small one-man shop. I try to keep it that way. Keeps the overhead low as I can anyway. But yeah, don't forget to click that subscribe button, and we'll see y'all back soon with another teardown or another startup or another UFYB situation, which anybody who knows me and has been following me on Facebook and Instagram, you know what UFYB is. That's something that came about from an Asian friend of mine down in Tampa. That was initiated, and it just kind of snowballed. So thank you for that, John, and I'll see you guys later. I got a lot of work to do, so I'm going to get back to it. So I'm going to take this lab coat off because it's kind of hot in here, and this lab coat's not really something I want to be working in all day long. All right? Love you guys, and I'll see you later.